Mm-mm. No. Well, we might come back to you. Hold on. Jessica, I'm going to skip to you. Sorry, Amber. You're unmuted, Betsy.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so all right, I was talking to my son, and we're saying what? Who we are and why we
Yeah, just where you're from, who you are, and what made you decide to start coaching.
Okay. I'm Jessica. I'm from Salem, Oregon. And I don't know, I guess I was just following your post for a while, Abby's post for a while. They looked interesting and fun. And then I finally got a starter kit and just thought, why not go for it?
I'm so excited. You're doing 80-day obsession right now too. You're rocking it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Terry, can I put you on the spot? Oh wait, I can't hear you either. I have you unmuted. Bummer.
And they don't have to unmute themselves, right?
No, I just unmuted her, so
okay.
It's like it might be a microphone issue on the other side. If you just want to type in, Ember and Terry, you just want to type in the chat bar, just like where you're from and what made you start coaching, and we can at least like see it. And I'll skip over. I know, Melanie, I know you've been coaching a while, but I don't think I've actually heard why you started. You're kind of doing a restart right now.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So my name's Melanie. Everybody calls me Melanie though, so that's okay. Don't be offended. I did start coaching a while ago, but I didn't really start because I actually got hurt. I ended up hurting my back, and then I had surgery. I had my fallopian tubes removed, so I was out for a while. I kind of thought about it for a while before I jumped in. But I had so much success. I have Graves' disease and Hashimoto's, so I don't have a thyroid anymore because I had surgery in 2016. I've had it for 8 years. Today's actually the anniversary that I was diagnosed, my 8-year anniversary. I gained 80 pounds when I was sick, and I was in a bad place. And so this is the first thing. I felt like I had tried everything, and I sort of took like a leap of faith and just decided I was going to try this. And I've lost 35 pounds, and it's the first thing that's worked for me. So I was so sort of passionate about that and just really excited and hopeful that for other people like me that are really struggling with a tough metabolism and stuff like that this would be helpful. Yeah.
I love that.
So and I'm from Vermont.
You have lots of snow right now? No.
Yes. Yeah. We got like 1.5 feet of snow last week, so we've got enough.
Okay, Caitlin, I know you're kind of in a similar boat. Done it like better over a while. We're kind of doing a restart. So do you want to just share where you're at right now?
Yeah. So like Abby said, I'm doing just kind of restarting my coaching business. I just finished school, and mostly I'm looking for a way I need to get myself back on track for one thing, and then also looking for a source of income. My husband and I are thinking of starting a family soon, and so just being able to have that background income coming in and while I'm taking care of myself would be great. So
love it. Okay, and Ember's from Orlando. She typed in the chat bar. She signed up as a coach in July, but is really restarting your business. I'm so excited. I know if you're like me. Oh, Casey, I know. These guys can like hear your voice.
Sorry, say it again.
I'll mute you. I'll let you introduce yourself. I know you're here with Terry. Oh. Just for everyone.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. So I'm Casey. I've been doing it like a year and a half-ish. Actually, like I've signed up almost 2 years ago. I've been doing Beachbody for 2 years, but just really started to work it maybe just a little over a year ago. And yeah, like the two biggest things is I love just like helping women. Like I have such a heart for just working with women, helping them have the resources to change their lives. And I love working towards financial freedom for my family, period. Like, that's what I love. That's why I do it. Not that it's all easy and that I'm the picture perfect coach by any means, but I love this, and I feel so blessed to be in it every day. And it doesn't always feel like a blessing every day. Like, it feels like a job where it's really hard sometimes. But overall, like, I just feel so blessed, and I love this.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I've got a cute little presentation for you guys. So I just want to go over some of the basics, and if you have questions, please just feel free to unmute yourself or type in the chat bar. There's no question that's a dumb question, but I will tell you, first of all, this business, if you treat it like a business, it will be a business for you. It's easy, I think, to say, oh, I spent $160 or I paid the $40, coach fee or whatever, and to not treat it seriously. But this business is amazing, and it will have a huge payoff for you if you give it the time. And I will tell you also, as a new coach, it is very easy to get overwhelmed, to feel like things are complicated, and it's easy to overcomplicate. But if you just stick with this, like what's on the slide, and we're going to chat about this in depth, it is really all that it is. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You just show up every day with the vision and potential that you know is there for your life, and you can go with it. And I'll tell you, you are plugged into an amazing team with a lot of resources, and I'm going to show you guys where those are tonight. But know that we are going to head for the top 10. Like, we are on the fast track to really grow our businesses, and you as brand new coaches are a huge piece of that. So don't feel like you can't come with questions or post with ideas or anything like that. Like, you guys are really the heartbeat of what we do. And our job, my job, Casey's job, your upline coach's job is to help you be successful to whatever definition of success that is for you. If it is, quitting your job, if it's just covering your product, whatever in your head is the definition of success, we want to help you. And if you want to run, we will sprint with you. If you want to walk, that is totally fine too. But really, I would say anything is possible in this business. And for those of you who don't know my story, I started about 3 years ago now, three and a half years ago, and I was working full time. The thought of taking a selfie, let alone a workout one, made me want to pee my pants. I didn't post on social media often. I was working full time. We were really busy. So all of the fears of like time and how to share your story and not wanting to be salesy, like, I get that. But I had a vision of where I wanted to go, and this business has brought me nothing but blessing for my own health and fitness and keeping me accountable, for my family financially, for being able to help other people, and it's just been amazing. So I am so passionate about it because it changes lives. So really, as a coach, the most important job that you do is you, because you share your story. Facts tell and stories sell, and so I think I would probably guess for any of you guys, if you're nervous about something, it's probably one of the main things that's probably not wanting to be that salesy, spammy person on people's newsfeeds. We've all seen multi-level marketing done terribly. And on our team and in this business, we do not sell. We share our stories and we encourage other people, and that resonates with you. So if you think back to who you signed up with or why you decided to become a coach, I bet there was a piece of it that had something to do with you resonating with the story that person was sharing about their life and this journey. And that's really it. You're going to attract your people that way. So your job as a coach is to get to know the products. So committing to a program, drinking Shakeology, learning to love them, learning to enjoy them, telling people about it, sharing about that, whether it is on social media or in person, just like you would share a movie you went and saw or a really great deal. You share those things and it's not weird. And then you in turn going to help people change their lives with those products. Then you encourage them that they can help other people, aka building a team. And that's really all of it is. It's wash, rinse, and repeat. It's you commit to your journey, you share that, you encourage others, and you help them do the same. And that's really, when it boils down to it, all that we do as a coach. So there's a couple resources for you guys, and I will tell you first and foremost, as a new coach, even as a seasoned coach, there is no shortage of resources. There's almost, I think, too many resources in terms of what you can find, and it can be really easy to feel like, oh my gosh, there's so much I don't even know, like which call to jump on and which page to check. So really, as a new coach, there's a couple places that you want to be dialed into. I'm going to show you where those are, but you have your coach online office, which if you did your little new coach checklist was a part of that. But if you need help with navigating that, reach out to your upline coach. But that's where you're going to see your paycheck. You're going to be able to keep track of everything. We have our team pages, and on Monday nights at 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific time, we actually get a plug into my upline coach, Melanie Mitcher. She's been the #1 coach in the company for like 4 years now, and so we get to use her resources of she brings amazing speakers in to teach things on Instagram and marketing and all sorts of stuff. So you can tune into those. They're always recorded. And then on Saturdays, we have kind of a standing team chat that isn't recorded. It's just a chance for you guys to pop on live and Saturday morning or afternoon if you're on the East Coast, sorry guys, and just get questions answered, kind of see where you're at with pain points and stuff like that. YouTube and Google, my best friends when I was a new coach, I still utilize them all the time because every top coach has YouTube channels and trainings, and so you can absolutely come to me, come to your upline, but know that there's so many resources at your fingertips as well. The Beachbody FAQs, if you have a question on pricing or what's in Shakeology or any of those things, those are all there. And then every single Monday, there is a national wake-up call that you will get information on. When I worked full-time, I never actually could listen to them live. So there's a podcast, which is really cool. And then I want to show you guys a couple pages just so you can kind of visualize this. If you don't remember all this, it's totally fine. We'll go over it later. But the very first thing is our team page here. You guys hopefully all should have been added here. So this is kind of our one-stop shop for getting, just if you have questions, if you need help, announcements, you know, Laura's asking about celiac and stuff like that. And then if you go over here to the file section, there's a lot of stuff, but this important links and info, this is like our team Google Docs where we have so many resources for you, scripts and meal plans and stuff. Our team training page that's self-paced, that's outside of Facebook, and then these other ones. So this would be a good place. I recommend kind of popping in here this evening and kind of bookmarking some of these. Beachbody Champions, if you add yourself, you have to get approved. But this is where corporate really shares so many helpful things. They have an entire section on units here as well for new coaches and stuff like that. So this is just a really good resource for you to know about. So as a brand new coach, where you really want to spend most of your time, I'd say pay attention to Beachbody resources. And then if you are doing the training and you don't want to do it self-paced, but you want to do it in here, you hopefully have been added to this group. And this is our Business Builders group. So every single day at 2 a.m. Pacific time, scheduled, I'm not posting those live. The next assignment and kind of training thing is going to drop. So over in Unit, there's a little pre-training start that will get you set. And this is just to kind of go over some of the fundamentals of coaching and help you learn the business side. So I just wanted to show you guys this. If you have questions or you're not added to something, feel free to reach out to your upline. But those are some resources. But let's kind of get into the meat of this. So there are 4 vital behaviors in this business. They call them the 4 vital behaviors because that is what they are. And these are the things that if you do nothing else in your business every day, these are what is going to grow your business. So the first one is be proof the products work. So your own journey, doing your workouts, sharing your shake, try everything. You know, if you haven't tried Energize, try that. I just started this year using Power Greens and adding those to my shake, and that's been so great, especially if we're traveling and I'm low on vegetables or something. So like just trying new products, committing to your workout program and sharing that. Share, connect, and invite. So we're going to talk about this a lot, but sharing your journey on social media, starting conversations and talking with people. We get to be basically professional friend makers, and it's really fun. This is the part I think that can make people scared and nervous, but I will be honest with you, this is the part that's going to grow your business the most, and we will help you do that. Personal development. This is something that I, for probably my first year as a new coach, did not do because I was like, I'm a happy person. Like, I'm busy. I don't have time. I don't know. I just didn't do it. And I remember I was driving for a work trip and I was in the car for 4 hours and I just listened to 4 hours of national wake up calls on repeat because I had been super behind, and it was all these really successful coaches. And every time they ask like, what changed in your business? What was it that flipped the switch for you and made you successful? And every single person took it back to personal development. So I was like, okay, I need to do this. And I will tell you, this has been a game changer for my mindset, for my marriage, for my attitude, and it has helped my business grow. And so I'm not asking you to read a book a day, but committing to 10 minutes a day, whether it's listening to a podcast while you're doing laundry or in the car. I listen to them when I am working out or in the shower, or just sitting down and reading a book. We have some suggestions for you, but a really great one to start with as a new coach if you have not read it yet is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's a very short read, but I recommend that for everyone starting out. But just committing to that as a part of your routine is going to help you because you will get content for your posts. You will get content for sharing your story, and it's really going to help you when things get hard because they will. It will help you push through. And then the fun one is recognition, and we get to celebrate. We get to celebrate our challengers. We get to celebrate our team. So we do big shout outs within our team pages and on our social media pages, and it's just a really fun thing to celebrate those little victories. So your very first goal as a new coach is to help 3 people. This is called Hitting Success Club, and this is really the foundation of your business. The beauty of being a Beachbody coach is that you do not have a quota that you have to meet. Their corporate isn't telling you you have to buy a certain amount of product a month, or you can just be a coach and get your discount and go along your merry way. And that is totally fine. But if you're serious about growing a business, if you are serious about covering your costs and then some, Success Club is really where you want to kind of laser focus in. And there's a couple big reasons. So the first one is that as a new coach, if you hit Success Club, your first 3 consecutive months out of your first 4, depending on when you signed up, you will actually earn a free ticket to Coach Summit, which is so much fun. It's in Indianapolis this year. We're going to go as a team, and you get to work out live with trainers. They have so many training things. There's parties, and I'm a huge introvert. I'm not a big crowds girl, and I love it. I haven't missed a year. Well, I missed last year, but I chopped up my fingers, so there's an excuse there. But it was it's just a game changer for your business, especially as a new coach. And so this is really something that will help you. Also, if you hit Success Club, so helping 3 people every single month for a year, that's how you earn those free vacations. So we are actually leaving in about a month and a half to go on a Caribbean cruise. I get to take my husband and my 2 kiddos, and we're going to go all over the Bahamas. And I earned that just for doing my job. And so this is another really fun perk if you're someone who's like, I would love to take my family to Punta Cana next year or to Cabo or wherever it is. They do trips every year, and this is how you earn that. And so basically what that goal is helping 3 new people a month get started with what you did. So signing up with a program and Shakeology or the Performance Line, and you also having a 90 PV order, so meaning that you are drinking Shakeology or using the Performance Line or whatever it is. But that is really where you start. So we will work with you on growing your cold market. We're going to teach you how to expand Instagram and connect with people. But really, as a new coach, you have to start by serving the people who already know, like, and trust you. And I think that those can be the scariest people to connect with because it's really easy to talk to a stranger online. It's a lot harder to reach out. Actually, funny story is Casey is my best friend, and I never invited her for this reason because it's scary and hard. I should have invited her 2 years earlier, and I didn't. So don't be afraid to share and connect with the people who already know you, and to reach out to your best friend and say, like, hey, I'm doing this 80-day session or this 20-minute workout program. I would love for you to jump in with me. Do you want to do it together? It can be that simple. It doesn't have to be complicated, but your job as a coach is to help people, and you get rewarded for it. Also, hitting Success Club, you get prizes every quarter that Beachbody sends out, and I love prizes. I'm very motivated by them, so that's a fun perk, and they're cool. They're I think I get a duffel bag this month. They have cute tank tops and hats and fun things like that they send you, again, just for doing your job. And helping 3 people each month will mean that you break even on your product, and as those people continue to order, you will start to come ahead. I will tell you, if you want to fast track your business, if you are like, I am in this to run, your goal is going to be to help 5 or more people a month. That is going to rapidly fast track your income, and is a good benchmark for you to have. So it just kind of depends on your goals and where you're at. But my coach told me when I started, it's like, Abby, if you're serious about this, you will never not hit Success Club, and that's just been a goal for mine. It's just been like, okay, this is what I do. So it's not pressure from us, but just know that this is one of those things that's going to be a foundational building block of your business, and there's some really fun perks that go along with it. So your very first step as a new coach is to, first of all, again, commit to a program. you have to start with you. So I think you guys are all committing. I know there's a bunch of you doing 80 Day Obsession, and some of you are doing Transform 20, but commit to something, and then you're going to share that journey through your program. So this is an example of a post that I did this summer when I did Lift 4. And so I talked like, here's my 2-week progress photos. And I share a little bit about my journey. And, you know, if you're ready to make changes from the inside out, want a plan that's doable and doesn't need to restrict you, workouts that are fun, a community of supportive friends, and some internal growth, this just might be for you. My August boot camps are filling up, and my coach mentorship is too. If you're ready to make changes, you know, drop your email below. So this is a call to action post, but this is me sharing my journey along the way. I didn't wait till I had the 6 weeks transformation. I updated it every single week, and people tune into that. They watch it and they're curious about your journey. So sharing your meal prep, talking about timed nutrition. If you're a mom, how are you fitting this in? Or if you're working full time, or if you're dealing with injuries, how does that happen? And so just sharing your journey publicly is very important, but making sure that as you're sharing it, it's not just like, here's my sweaty selfie, got my workout done, but that you're telling the heart behind it. How are you changing? How is this making you stronger? Is there an opportunity for people to join you, and really starting to do that? And so as a new coach, you can absolutely host your own group. You can team up with your upline coach and run one together. So whoever your upline is, reach out and connect with them, and we can work with you on that. But you're going to want to say, okay, starting February, I'm going to be taking on clients. Yay, I'm terrified, but I'm excited. So will you have a challenge group starting? Okay, let's start one February 4th. Let's invite people to that, and we can kind of work with you there. So again, connect with your upline coaches, but we can help you with that. And your very first invite. So this is the scary part, but I will tell you, like, this is the key to your success. And we're going to go into this a lot more in depth in new coach training. So we're going to cover this, but you do not have to wait till that day starts to start connecting with people. Basically, my whole goal is to, every time people like my posts that I share that are somewhat connected to Beachbody, I reach out to them and I just say like, hey, Caitlin, thanks so much for the love on my post. You know, I always appreciate, because sometimes it's hard to share my journey, but I hope it encourages you. Are you interested in like learning more about my next boot camp that I have coming up in February? Just short and simple. People who are watching my stories on Instagram, I do the same thing. Like, hey, thanks so much for watching my story today. It's, you know, it was a hot mess, but I hope, you know, it helped make you laugh. Are you interested in ever learning more about what I do, or you do have health and fitness goals? So super, super, super simple. So my goal is, again, bare minimum is connecting with 3 new people a day, or about 20 people a week. Again, if you're wanting to fast start your business, you're going to up those numbers to about 10 new people a day. And it's not reaching out to close a sale. You're not reaching out to make a sale. You're reaching out just to start opening the door of conversation with people. So be excited, be sincere. You all know how to talk to people, so just be yourself. It doesn't have to be scary, and thank them. So I always like thank people or compliment them for taking the time to come to my page, or leave a comment, or watch my stories. Like, they took time out of their day to engage with me in some form. So I thank them every time. And I don't just say like, oh, perfect, you're interested, here's the link, boom. And we're gonna talk about this more, but ask questions, you know, what types of workouts do you like? Do you have any health issues? Do you have injuries? Do you have, you know, who helps you stay motivated? Like, actually taking time to get to know them and not just push a product on them will help you be able to coach them better. So finding their need. Know that objections are a part of the process. I can't even tell you, I had a girl, I was emailing her back and forth. We actually talked for a half hour on the phone, and I was telling her all the enrollment options and all this stuff. And then when I sent her the link, I was like, perfect, I'm going to send you the link with all of the different challenge tracks we talked about, so you can see the breakdown of costs. And she texted me back, she's like, wait, it's not free? I was like, girlfriend, did you think I was going to send you like a DIY shake mix and a YouTube video? Like how this is, so people want it to be free. I don't know why, they just expect it, but this is your business and you can be proud of it, and you do not have to be ashamed of the cost. It is an amazing value. People are getting, with a challenge track, a gym membership for $13 a month is how it, basically what it boils down to. They're getting access to your groups for a year. They're getting 30 days of Shakeology at an insane discount. And you have to be proud of that price, and you cannot shy away from it. And so objections are a part of the process. Don't let that panic you. We have so many resources and scripts of how to like talk through objections with people, and you can post in our team page, but do not let someone tell you no, or something and let that feel like you're doing a terrible job as a coach. It's just a part of the process. And I had a girl who was super worried about classes last week, and I thought she was going to say no. And then I broke down the value for her, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm totally in. So don't prejudge people as well. And again, this is something that we're going to work with you on, but I just want you to kind of have this coming into it, that it's just a piece of the product. So don't just send them your link. Don't just show up on their page and word vomit out like your whole spiel. Actually get to know them and then follow up. There is a girl that has tried to send me this link for her mascara for like 3 months, and she won't follow up with me, and I literally keep forgetting to buy it. And I promise, I probably should buy it tonight when we're talking about this, but I promise you, if she would follow up with me, I probably would have purchased like 3 months ago, but I literally just forget. And it's not that I'm trying to be wishy-washy. I just get busy. And so people are not just sitting around waiting for you to send them their links and are going to focus on that. So know that also as a business owner, it's your job. If someone tells you they're excited to jump in and they want more info, it's your job to follow up with them and say like, hey girl, haven't heard back from you, but my group is starting next week. I really want to make sure you're getting everything in on time. And that's serving them well. So that's a piece of it. Your second goal as a coach, so your very first goal was to have your first 3 customers, and it might be your mom, it might be your sister, it might be your best friend. That totally counts. Your second goal as a coach in your first 30 days, and I just want to put this on your radar. This is something that is going to be talked about in our new coach training as well, but it's hitting Emerald. And this is one of those things that's so easy, and I will encourage you to connect with your upline coach. That might be me, that might be someone else. But when you sign your first customers, you'll probably want to sign them as what is called a discount coach. So they're getting your discount. It totally helps them, but it also helps you rank advance because this unlocks free leads from Beachbody, and it also unlocks what's called your team cycle bonus. And I don't want to confuse you with that right now. We're going to talk about this during coach training, but basically it's where the term residual income comes in, where you will start to build a foundation that you will still get paid on weeks that you haven't sold anything. And it's really where the business side and the strategy side starts to really open up for you if you're serious about this. So this is one of those things that, again, we're going to talk about in new coach training, but I want to just put this on your radar as a big goal that is going to help your business hugely as a new coach. And there's no reason that you cannot hit it your first 30 days. It's absolutely doable. And it will not only help you out hugely, it will also help your team out, and will help your upline, it helps everybody win, even your customers, because they get a discount. So we're going to talk about this more, but I just wanted to be on your radar. So we're going to go into all those things, but we're going to go into it. But sharing your journey on social media. So these are some screenshots from my Instagram from this summer. And if you look through here, you're going to see there absolutely is workout pictures and food, but my life is not a walking Beachbody ad. There's more to me. You're going to see my kids. You're going to see, like, I don't know, cute baby bums and all sorts of stuff. My husband. When you sign up to be a coach, Beachbody didn't take over your life. You have a really unique personality. You have unique interests, and people are interested in those things. And so a part of sharing and connecting with others is sharing things about you. So do you do home remodels? Awesome. Are you struggling with Hashimoto's disease? Gosh, that would be so amazing to learn about. Like, people will connect with that. Are you a mom? Do you love Harry Potter? Do you have a weird dog? Whatever it is with write down 5 things that you are interested in and passionate about, and think about how can I share those things as well to add value. So on my page, if you come to my page, you're going to see my family. You're going to hear about my faith. You're going to hear me talk about food. Obviously, fitness and the business are a piece of that too. But you might also hear me talk about that I like watching The Bachelor, and I get super embarrassed, but I still watch it anyway. It's funny. Or that I love chocolate and ice cream. Like, those things feature, and it's just a part of my personality that comes out. And so for you, thinking through, like, how can you connect with people and share with them in a way that doesn't scream Beachbody sales, because people are buying into you. If they want to just go buy Beachbody, they can go get it on Amazon, they can go buy it from the website, but they're connecting with you specifically. And so let them get to know you. And that's really where the fun piece comes in. So thinking through, like, how can you share those things? This is one of my very first posts as a coach. I always get so embarrassed, but I think it's good to see it. This is exactly what we don't want you to do. 4 more days, 21-day fix, $10 with the order of Shakeology. Like, so bad. Like, the pictures were terrible. Everything was bad. So guys, if I can be successful, and that's where I started, I promise. This was from this summer, and I said, like, safely slept through the night, and I, used to watch, you know, all you could, and I share my story, and the picture is eye-catching. And yes, it's important to use transformation pictures, but we don't just put on dollar signs and it's on sale. That's super spammy. And this picture got 2 likes, and this one got like 45. So have consistency and patience. Use images. Go stand by a window. Like, use light, bright, eye-catching images, but make them tell your story. Don't just be like, this is on sale, try this product, but like, why do you love this? How is this changing your life? How is this helping your family? What are you overcoming? Maybe you had a really rough day, or you binge ate all the ice cream and you're sharing that part of your journey too. Like, just let people connect with you and know that it takes time. I didn't post on social media before I became a coach regularly at all. And I will tell you, it probably took me a solid 6 months of posting every single day before I felt really comfortable and like it became easy, before I felt like I knew how to say something and what I was going to say. So just like learning a new job, this is going to have a learning curve. And especially if you're only devoting an hour to 2 a day on it, you can't expect to learn it at the same rate as you would at a job where you're sitting at a desk for 8 hours a day. So you have to give yourself grace, but also the consistency and patience to let that build up and to learn it. So you're going to be posting on social media probably 1 to 2 times a day, and in your stories somewhere between 5 to 15 times a day. And we'll talk about that in your coach training. But I just want you guys to give yourself the grace. And if you don't know where to start, look at people's posts who inspire you, and do not plagiarize them by any means, but let that kind of be a jumping ground for you. So I'll actually save posts on Instagram or on Facebook if I have several friends who are coaches, or follow other girls. I'm like, I love how she talked about Shakeology, or I love how she shared this part of her journey, or I love how she talked about the business. And I will save it. And on a day where I am feeling super uninspired, or I'm like, I'm trying to find a new way to share this, I'll go back to that post, and it helps me kind of spur on to action. I use the app called Plan. I should show you guys. I think this app right here, it is free, and you can actually, it allows you to pre-plan your posts. You can write them in advance. You can have pictures saved in there. So if you're super, super busy, this is a great time frame. And I really, really recommend this app for kind of utilizing as you're thinking through planning, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Finally, your fitness journey is like your business journey. So we've all been on fitness journey. So hopefully this resonates to you. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, right? You don't start eating healthy and all of a sudden have a 6-pack. You have to track stuff to see success. So you can't just like wing it. You have to know, what are you doing? What was causing triggers, things like that. There's a twofold side to it. So with your fitness journey, there's like that fitness and nutrition. You need to have both of them. With the business side, there's going to be the public success of people recognizing rank advancements, and there's going to be those private victories that you have that mean a lot to you. As soon as you stop, your results get further away. You all know if you like get sick or can't work out for 2 weeks, all of a sudden you're like huffing and puffing, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Same with the business. If you take your foot off the gas, it is a lot harder to get restarted. So if you are in a season that is hard or busy, I'm not asking you to sacrifice your family or your time for this business, but I am going to tell you and challenge you that in the seasons of my life personally that have been the most difficult, when I have shared that journey with grace and tact, you don't get air dirty laundry by any means, but when I've been brave enough to share the hard stuff, that resonates with people. People don't connect to perfect, they connect to real. And when someone can watch you go through whatever it is in your life, don't pull away. I think I see so many coaches who, when things get hard in their lives, they back off from the business. And in my mind, I'm like, girlfriend, this gives you a whole platform to inspire others, because you're going to show up every day and it's going to be amazing. So know that. Comparison is the thief of joy. We're all built differently physically. Our businesses are all going to grow at different speeds, and don't let that suck you in and pull you down, and don't overcomplicate it. It's so simple. We share our stories, we connect with others, and we help them do the same. And that is it. So it works if you work it. It works if you treat it like $1 million business. It will repay you like that. At the beginning, you might feel like you're going to be working a lot. And by a lot, I mean like an hour or so a day for a little. But I can tell you that that first year, my very first paycheck was 3 weeks into my coaching business. I earned $50, and I was so excited. Oh my gosh. And the next week I didn't earn anything. And the week after that I earned 90. And it like bounced all over the place that first year. But it steadily started growing. And then 2.5 years later, guys, I matched my salary And then 3.5 years later, I've now surpassed what I was making full time. But if I had quit that first year when things were kind of start and stop and up and down and not consistent, I would not be seeing the fruit of that today. And so I just want to challenge you, like, give yourself the grace of giving it a year, letting yourself get through the learning curve and growing there. There's so much potential with business, and it is so much fun. So on kind of the technical side, before I show you just a couple more things, this, I wanted just to break it down for those of you who maybe are needing the income to show you. So if you are hitting Success Club 5, which is helping 3 people, that's like your very base goal, right? After 3 months, you are going to be at almost $800 because you get your new customer commissions, and then you'll get new customer commissions, but your old people will be still on their home direct orders, and it starts to compound over time. So just know, like, what could $800 do for you in the next 3 months? That is completely doable if you're kind of hitting your bare minimum goals. And then if you're really upping things, there's so much more potential. So if you have questions about this, we can totally chat about that. But what you want to do now is just to hit the ground running. So you're going to start by going through your New Coach University. Those posts are going to start dropping tomorrow in our Facebook group, or you can absolutely go to the self-paced site, commit to your program. I know a lot of you guys are already doing that, drinking your shake and doing your personal development. Start sharing and inviting. Do not wait until you're done and have all the answers. You will never have all the answers, and you're always going to feel like you're learning in this business, but as you grow, you will learn what you need at that season. So just start. I think as a new coach, it's so exciting just to jump in and be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm so excited to join me. That's all it is. And if you get overwhelmed, please, please, please do not just pull back and go radio silent. Reach out to myself, reach out to your upline, post in our team page. Like, we are on a team. We are here to help and support people. So if you are struggling with something, or you don't know what to do, or you feel overwhelmed, do not just take your foot off the gas and run and hide. Actually reach out for help, because there are people who have your back and will be here for you every single step of the way. So with that said, I want to show you guys just one thing here really quick. And while I'm pulling this up, do you guys have questions on anything while I'm looking for this? Or Casey, do you have any thoughts to add to anything? If not, that's okay.
No, I mean, you've done a fantastic job. Like, everything Abby has said. I know it's a lot of information. Everything in the beginning is so much information. It's like always information overload. But I think the biggest thing that holds people back is, like, well, at least for me, is you feel like you have to know everything. You have to have it all wrapped up. And it's like, no, just share your story and invite people to come along with you. And it just, like, it starts. And you're like, this is cool. And if you don't know everything, literally, I mean, your upline coach will. Like, they'll pull you, I mean, they'll help you with anything. It's so supportive that don't be afraid, like, oh, I don't know what's in shakes, I can't really sell it yet or something. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just go for it.
Yeah, and I will tell you, like, you guys saw my very first post about, like, the pictures were horrible. Don't spend all the time trying to write the perfect caption or take the perfect photo. Like, there's strategies. Like, I went out 2 days ago because I had my makeup on and looked kind of cute, and Paige was taking a nap, and I set my tripod up on my truck and did a whole photo shoot of myself in my front yard in front of the garage door. Super awkward, and I would, like, true story, run and hide every time I saw a truck coming, because I was, like, in a sports bra at one point, and I'm like, I'm so awkward, guys, but I don't have a lot of time, so I, like, went and stocked up on those photos, and you will absolutely see them start to trickle out over the next month. So you don't have to post everything in real time. There's strategies. We're all learning, but don't hold yourself back, like Casey said, because you don't know. Before I show you guys this tracker, and then we'll let you go, I just saw Kate pop on, and I'm going to put you on the spot, Kate, but Kate has been coaching for about 7 weeks now, I think. Yeah, started Thanksgiving, and she has been absolutely crushing it as a brand new coach, guys. I have never seen someone post like she does, with the confidence that she does. And I will tell you is, you can see it in her business paying off. But can I just put you on the spot and kind of say, like, what has helped you be successful, and maybe, like, some tips and tricks for these girls if they're starting out? I'm going to unmute you. Yeah. You don't just share.
Hey, so sorry. It's only 7 weeks. And tips and tricks. Really just going through the coach training and taking everything that's in there and using it, and just trusting the process, because that's what I've done. And I feel like between that and leaning on our group of coaches, which are so amazing and supportive, I think that has helped me the most. I also have kind of had this attitude of I'm going to try as hard as I can, and I'm going to put myself out there. And if I fail, then I'm going to fail fighting. But I haven't failed. So you just need to believe that you can do it. And that's what your body's going to start to believe. That's the confidence you're going to portray. And if you convince yourself you can't do it, then you're probably not going to do it. That's one of the things I'm learning in my PD right now. So I think just committing to the whole coaching process and knowing where I want to go, having that end goal, has really helped push me along. So, yeah.
Well, and I really want to say, like, I think you have found your why. Like, you are like, you know why you're doing this, and that drives you every day. And it's so cool to watch because, like, I'm just like a little slower build. And so I love watching people just hit the ground running because it's so refreshing to know, okay, yes, like she can do this. Like, I can do this. I've been doing this over a year. And like, so it's really cool. Like, you've been doing a great job, and it shows your confidence comes through. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I know you're
sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying.
No, and I was in the same place. I know, Kate, like, if you don't mind sharing, like, you're doing this, you don't want to put Margot in daycare every day. And I know for my son, like, dropping Caleb off to daycare every day kills me, even though I love my job. And so on the days where I didn't want to show up, I would look at him and be like, how can I not reach out to 3 girls? Like, that is stupid. Like, I can absolutely do that. So knowing, like, what is it that's driving you is going to keep you going on the days that are hard, and it's going to keep you motivated. And that's just so, so huge. So you guys, I always think back to, like, on the inviting side, and I'll wrap this up here, but I'll think, like, if you're that person, this is how I feel sometimes, like, I don't want to bother you. I just, like, if you're like that, as opposed to, like, I am so excited about this. I'm passionate about this. Is where I'm going. Like, people are going to connect with that person. So even if you don't feel like that inside, you got to start getting there, and personal development is going to do that for you. And you have to go in with that, like, attitude of, like, this is a gift. Like, this is an absolute gift, and I'm so excited. And if it's not for them, that is okay. I'm moving on to the next person, and we're just going to go for it because I want to help as many women as I can find the same freedom in their fitness, in their food. If that girl hadn't invited me, I would be 30 pounds heavier. I still wouldn't feel like I have a handle on my nutrition, my confidence, my marriage. Like, if I just go back through and think how many things in my life have changed because one girl was brave enough to invite me, like, I will be eternally grateful for her. And then she never invited me to the business. She actually quit before I became a coach. But if my coach hadn't been brave enough to consistently share her story, I creeped on her, guys, for 3 months. Never liked anything, never commented. She would have never known I was watching. But if she hadn't showed up every day and shared that, I wouldn't have reached out because I'd be like, oh, okay. So know that people are watching. I just put in the chat bar, and this is in our team page. It's in team training. It's in the back office. It's everywhere. But this link, if you click on it, this is called the Business Activity Tracker. This is going to be your best friend. And so I just want to walk through it with you guys so that you can see it and explain it to you. That's not right. Hold on. This. Okay. So this is something I actually print off a new one every week, but it is a fillable PDF. Those things that we've been talking about today, of like those 4 vital behaviors, this breaks it down for you every single week on what to do, which I think is so, so cool. So you can write your why. Like, why are you doing this? Who are you targeting? So for me, I know I'm not going to connect with 20-year-old spring break girls. I'm not going to connect with 50-year-old women. I'm going to connect with late 20s, early 30s, moms, most likely, who, you know, have kids or want something more for their life. That is who I am talking to, and that is who my posts are going to be talking about. And then every day I can go through and check out. Did I work out and drink my shake? Yes. It starts on Thursday because that's when all of our we get paid and everything. So for coaches, Thursday is kind of like the beginning of each month. Then it actually breaks this down for you roughly how many times, like how many minutes a day you should be spending on this. So this is super, super helpful because it helps you like set a timer, work against the clock. You know that you're actually not spending 4 hours on something that you should be getting done in 10 minutes. Like, it really helps you. So initiating conversations and adding followers. Did you do a post that day that talked about what you're doing in some form, whether it was nutrition or fitness or whatever? Did you do some IG stories throughout the day? And again, this gives you some ideas. Did you reach out to people who liked and commented or viewed your stuff? Did you connect with at least 5 people a day to join your challenge group? Did you follow up with the people that you invited the day before? And then getting people results. Did you check into your challenge group? Did you encourage your challengers, whether it was writing on their posts or shouting them out publicly? Did you respond to questions, and did you do personal development? And so this really, if you follow this and you actually do this every day, this will be the roadmap to your success. And I promise you, your business will grow. It absolutely will. This is all that you need to do every single day. So just print it off. You can write down, who you've contacted. If you need to have a little list of people this week, you can kind of keep track of them here. You can track your business. So how many new followers do you have? Do you have new challengers? Do you have new coaches? Like, where are you at? And these things will grow as your business starts. But this is a really, I do this every day, and this is the key to success. So you guys can start this right away, and that will help you a ton. The link didn't work. Okay, it's because it was through Facebook. It's a PDF. This is in our team page, and it is also I'll show you actually really quick in your back office where it's at. And it's also in our new coach training. So it is everywhere. But if you want to go print it off tonight, I'll just show you really quick here. If you go to your coach online office, once mine logs in, and you go to training, and you go to Success Club System, right here. It is right here, your Success Club System activity tracker. And you can just download it or print it off or do whatever. And I'm a pen and paper girl, so I like to print it off, but like I said, you can just type into this form as well. So it was just in training right here, and that will be the biggest key to your success. And then we will be definitely doing all of these things and talking this through in our our little business builder group in Facebook. We're going to be sharing all these things in this page as well, or it's also in the other site. So if you're not in this group, definitely you can see I have all my posts scheduled to go, so they're going to be coming out, and I'll be very active in this group. So if you have questions as you go through stuff, or you're like, oh my word, I'm so lost, post in there so that we know where you're at. Okay, I can wrap it up because I didn't want to take longer than an hour for you guys tonight. Is there any questions that you have? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Where are you guys at? Do you need anything? You all feeling good? You know what to do to get started? Okay. If you feel overwhelmed, that's okay. Talk to your upline. We can chat this through, but we will connect with you. We'll get started tomorrow. And we're so excited. You're going to fly and give it a year. Be at Summit, go to events, believe in yourself, and you're going to be amazed at what opportunities can come your way. So,
I had a really quick question.
Oh, yes.
What was the name of the personal development book that you mentioned?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, she's jumping at my shoulder. It's called The Compound Effect by Darren.
Compound.
It's a really short read, but I recommend it. If you haven't read it yet, I really recommend it for every new coach, because the whole premise of the book really talks about how the little things in your life, the little decisions that you make every single day, add up to insane results. And it talks about your marriage, it talks about your faith, it talks about but it's one of my favorite books for the business side as a brand new coach. So a really good one to start with. And I'll just show you guys this here really quick too. A lot of this you won't get, but just so you know, it is here. Again, if you go to our team page, to the files, and to the important links info page. Right here is our team Google Docs. So this has too much information again, mother load. But there's information on Shakeology. If you're making 100 meal plans, it's there. If you, in the coach resources right here, I have an entire thing on, I need to organize this a little bit better. Yeah, I need to organize this. This is not great. There's a whole section in here on personal development somewhere. I won't get it organized. But there's a lot of really just great info. So if you were I want to just poke around and see what's in here, there's a lot for you. In social media, if you're I do not even know how to use Instagram, we have tips and tricks. We have stuff for apps, our favorite apps to use, do's and don'ts. So there's a lot in here, and I never want to burden you guys because you know what you need for your business. If you're the queen of Instagram, you don't need to go do training on that. But just know that this is here. And all for you. So there's actually a whole list, and I need to find it. I will put it in Coach Resources. That's where it should be.
Hey, Abby, really fast, can you address one more thing? I don't know how much you go. Is it in the new coach training? Does it talk a lot about business pages versus your personal pages and kind of pros and cons? Do you remember?
We don't get into that necessarily.
Can you just touch briefly on it? Like if
Yeah.
people are, nervous about going into, posting everything personal or the benefit
Yeah.
to completely
Yeah,
separate.
so it's kind of up to you of what you want to do. I would absolutely recommend having a public page. And so if that, I personally right now am finding the most success on Instagram. That's where the audience likes to hang out. If you love Facebook and you get if you get great engagement there, that's totally fine. But I actually started a separate Instagram page just for my business. And I am pretty conscious. My family absolutely is on there. But like just for me personally, because it's public, I wouldn't post a picture of like Paisley with her bare buns in the summer. Because I just don't feel comfortable with that being like for everybody. Paisley and Caleb are absolutely on that page. But like my personal Instagram account that I'm actually terrible at posting on, I would put, it's just like my family and friends and it's totally private. On Facebook, you can actually, and I do this, you can toggle your privacy settings. You guys probably know this, but I didn't at first. So if I'm making a post, I can actually change the privacy. So I can have friends, public, if I don't want certain people to see things, it's there. So, I'm so sorry, she will scream if I'm not with her right now. So on Facebook, I do put stuff on my personal page, and I have a business page on Facebook that I don't really utilize a lot, so don't worry about like pages. But you can toggle your privacy settings on who sees what, and then on Instagram, I've just chosen to make a public account because that's how people are going to find you. But I'm very aware of what I post on there and what I don't. Does that help? Is that kind of what you're thinking? Yeah? Okay. Kate, you come from a blogger background. Do you have any insight on that? No.
Sorry. Any insight on what specifically, Abby?
Like when you went to start like posting on like personal pages versus not and stuff?
Yeah, so when I started my blog last May, I decided to just make a completely different Instagram account just because I didn't want everyone that was on my personal account to necessarily have to look at what I was doing for blogging. That was just a personal decision that I made because I wanted to use a different name. I wanted to use my blog name as my handle. But that's the account that I kept when I became a coach. And honestly, my personal page, I maybe post like once every couple months. I'm really bad about doing both just because I'm on my coach page so much. But I just have found that if people want to join my coach page, then they can, but I don't want them to feel like they have to. But then all the stuff that I'm reading, if they don't want to, then they can just not follow, or they can hide my stuff from their page. So really, it's about whatever's going to make you most comfortable. I think it's really a personal decision, but personally, I found that just having a separate page made me feel better about all of that.
Yeah, because I feel like people, it's a brand, like people are following you, so it's your, you don't have to feel bad about sharing all that, but I just kind of do it.
I only have, oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, before I forget, I dropped the link to the personal development list. So if you want to look through those, I just shared it in the group chat. But what were you saying, Keith?
I only have, like, I started Instagram when I started coaching. I didn't even have it. I'm like not a millennial, I guess. But so I only have one page, and it's a personal page. It's not even a business page. And I feel like there's a lot of people I know, but I'm speaking mostly to like through this cold market group. And I do copy it all over to Facebook. I just feel comfortable with like sharing my story, sharing, my journey. Like those people that know me like need to hear this too. I don't want it just this completely separate thing, but I wasn't really good on social media, in my personal life. So it's kind of like all together, like, oh, here I am. And everyone kind of sees that. So I think it's just different for everyone. You have to do it you feel comfortable with. That's the biggest thing, is you have to feel comfortable with it. I mean, you got to stretch yourself, but
grow if it's private, it just won't. So if you're like, I don't feel comfortable sharing these things, then just don't share them, but you still have to have something be public. you are going to run out of a cold market eventually. And so Instagram for me has been the biggest blessing. And just kind of learning how to utilize that in a way that
I love meeting new moms and new people.
yeah,
It's
it's so fun. How can
At
I
first it was so scary, and I was like, what in the world are we doing? Like, talking to people way out there that I don't know, and it's like, these people are real. They're just like us. They need to hear this. They need to hear our story because it can change them. So
And
anyways,
can I hop on quickly? Sorry to interrupt, but Casey talked about something quickly that I learned through blogging. So she said that her page wasn't a business page. So one of the things that my Instagram that I use for my coach is a business page. And what I really love about it is that you can view insights on each of your posts. So you can go through and you can see how many people are liking it. You can see who those people are. You can see when they are engaging, like the time of day that's best for your market. You can see if your posts, how many people are viewing them, going up, going down. You can look at all of that for your stories too. So I've really found a lot of really kind of marketing data, I guess, and I have no marketing background. I'm a teacher. But I found a lot of really helpful things about like planning when I post and having it be most effective through that, and kind of going from there. So I found the insights that I get from my business side of my Instagram are really helpful.
Thanks, Kate. Are there any other questions that you guys have that would be helpful for you in getting started? Anything at all? You feeling good? I know it's a big step, but we're really excited. And just tomorrow, just start sharing. Like, you do your workout, share your story. It's really fun, and you're gonna love it. So, cool. Okay. We good? Yeah? I will let you guys go. Thank you so much for taking time on a Sunday evening. I really appreciate it. Bye. She's like leaving them. Can you say bye-bye? Bye. Thank you. And I will share this recording. Okay, bye. Yeah, I'm leaving too. There you go. All right. Bye, guys.